the people.
डॉक्टर एल हनुमंतैया हनुमंतैया जी कहाँ बैठे? लोकसभा हनुमंतैया जी. डॉक्टर एल हनुमंतैया.
I am in Lok Sabha chamber.
Yes, please speak from the Lok Sabha chamber.
Yes, sir.
You have time for the remaining part of the day. Please
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
conclude that.
Sir, thank you. Thank you very much, sir. The Institute of Teaching and Research in Ayurveda Bill 2020. Sir, the bill seeks to merge 3 Ayurveda institutes which are working in Jamnagar. Number 1, Institute of Postgraduate Teaching and Research in Ayurveda, that is in Jamnagar. Shri Gulab Kunwarba Ayurvedic Mahavidyalaya, which is in Jamnagar. Indian Institute of Ayurvedic Pharmaceutical Sciences, which is also in Jamnagar. Sir, the background of it, which the bill says, the aim of establishing this institute is to provide international level of education and training in Ayurveda, keeping in mind the growing demand for the services and knowledge across the world. Sir, it is true that we should agree, Ayurveda is an ancient medical system in use by local practitioners, and it was called local medicine. Sir, it is facing a big challenge after the scientific medicine developed. Sir, though there are references in Veda also, it is mainly the traditional practice by our rural practitioners where there was no scientific medical system. Sir, but today there are certain areas where the other system of medicine is also not completely successful, but in vast use, the Ayurveda and homeopathy still exists in India particularly. Sir, in India, after allopathy, the second place is for homeopathy and third place is for Ayurveda, which people are practicing. Sir, the aim of the institution of national importance, which the government says to bring this bill, I have a doubt, what are the guidelines for a national importance institute which you are going to establish now? And how it is different from the other universities which are already into research, and how this is above that universities is my question. Sir, it is true, Ayurvedic products across the world is in business about $10 billion by 2022 is an estimate. According to that, we have to improve the Ayurvedic medicines, Ayurvedic practices, and to improve Ayurvedic medicines and Ayurvedic practices, probably we have to work on Ayurvedic teaching and the research. Sir, bringing together educational facilities for training of personnel in all the branches of Ayurveda is good, but to attain self-sufficiency in postgraduate level and undergraduate level, it needs the specialists and teachers in Ayurveda. Sir, there is in the country the shortage of Ayurveda teachers in postgraduate level, and the research also is not being done at the expected level. So, to make in-depth study and research in the field of Ayurveda, the government says that this bill will going to help, this institute will going to help. Sir, as per the composition of this institute according to the bill provides that the institute will consist of 15 members. Sir, Minister of Ayush will be the member of that institute. Secretary of the Ayush Ministry will be the member of the institute. and Secretary of Health and Family Welfare of Gujarat government will be the member of this institute. Director General of Central Council for Research in Ayurveda is also a member here, and they will going to nominate 3 experts who are working in the field of Ayurveda. And it is very good and welcoming step is 3 MPs going to be nominated in this institute as members, 2 from Lok Sabha and 1 from Rajya Sabha. I fully agree with the MPs being the members of this Ayurveda Institute. Sir, the governing body, the bill says, Director of the Institute of PG Teaching and Research will be the Director of the Institute. And he will be the Chairman of the governing body also. Sir, I have a strong doubt when a minister is member in this body, governing body, and the Director of the Research Institute will be the Director of the governing body, how the Director will work when the minister and the Secretary is the members of this body. That doubt I wanted to clarify by the minister. Sir, the functions of this institute says it provides UG and PG teaching in Ayurveda, prescribed curriculum and courses including pharmacy, UG and PG, provides facilities for research in Ayurveda, conduct examination and grant degrees, diplomas, certificates, all this which a university almost doing that will be done by this institute which is of national importance. And maintain, it says, maintain well-equipped colleges and hospitals in Ayurveda and pharmacists, nurses and supporting staff. This is what the bill says. I have certain doubts on this, sir. I'll come to that point again. Sir, there is already an Ayurveda university in Gujarat. When there is an Ayurveda university in Jamnagar itself, why this should not be merged with the university and provide all the facilities to that university and make this an institute under the university? And what is the necessity that when there is a Ayurveda university in Jamnagar itself, and the government will going to merge all these all the 3 institutes and make a separate national importance institute? That is my question. Sir, while making the national importance institute of national importance, nobody knows what are the guidelines, whether that guidelines is different from university and university research centers. The university research centers which are working across the country are working properly. Is there a survey or study? And if that survey or study says that research is not to the mark, then you can think of a national importance research center. But that is not there, sir. There is no survey as such. And if at all there is a survey, is it different from this national importance institute? That is another important question. So we should keep it in mind, sir. Ayurveda education across the country requires teachers, requires research facilities and quality results in the research, which is lacking in the whole country. Of course, I wanted to mention. Sir, make a list of all research institutes in Ayurveda and make a national level governing body, then monitor the research institutes across the country, then you can definitely contribute to the Ayurveda and the research also. So there will be no duplication of research, and also different departments are allotted different works in Ayurveda. There are so many faculties where Ayurveda can work and Ayurveda can develop also. Sir, my another important question here, why this is only in Gujarat? Sir, Kerala is number 1 in Ayurveda. There are institutes in Kerala. The Ayurveda, Kottakkal Ayurveda is very famous. People across the world coming to Kerala and take the treatment. There is an institute in Thiruvananthapuram where it is a research institute again. Thiruvananthapuram Institute has started in the year 1889, sir, which is about 131 years ago. Whereas the Jamnagar Research Institute has started in the year 1952. So my question is, why Kerala Ayurveda Institute has not been given the national importance? And why that national importance institute has not been started in Kerala? Second, it is in Karnataka, sir. Sir, Karnataka has got 68 Ayurveda colleges and research institute also. The government itself is running a Ayurveda colleges and research institutes. Sir, we have Sahyadri forest in Karnataka and it continues to Kerala also. It starts from Maharashtra. Sir, make a national level medicinal plants unit there for study and research. There is a big scope to have a national plant research unit for the country, which the bill never takes care of it. It is interested only in Gujarat and Jamnagar National Importance Institute. Sir, in Tamil Nadu, nowhere in the country, Siddha medicine is very much practicing and research is going on. Even today, Siddha doctors are working in Tamil Nadu as far as my knowledge goes. So make an international, national institute, national importance institute for Siddha medicine in Tamil Nadu. Why that has not been taken up? So I would have been very happy. Sir, let us not oppose any educational research institute to come up in the country. I am not for that. But when Siddha practitioners are there in Tamil Nadu, you should have a national importance institute there. And if you come with that kind of national importance institutes in Kerala, in Tamil Nadu, probably in Karnataka also, I would have been very happily invited this bill to come up. But the government is only interested in Gujarat. Sir, I feel, probably I don't know whether because the Prime Minister is from the Gujarat state, so they wanted to have an Ayurveda National Importance Institute there. Though there are no practitioners in Gujarat like Kerala, like Karnataka, like West Bengal. But what is the reason? We must know about it. I think my colleagues from Gujarat also agree with this. This is what I sincerely feel. Sir, in 2018, survey of Ayurveda students and faculty found that 47% respondents were not satisfied with the quality and Ayurveda teaching and research provided by the institutions in India. This is the survey made by the government itself.
Hanumantaya ji,
Sir.
you have another 5 minutes. You have to conclude.
Sir, I'll come back, sir, I'll come back. Sir, standardization of research methodologies. Sir, this is a research institute. I wanted to emphasize to the government, standardization of the research methodologies, including evidence-based research in Ayurveda is very important, is required to provide Ayurveda globally. Otherwise, it will be just a slogan. Sir, at present, Rashtriya Ayurveda Vidyapita is the only faculty development programs available in the field of Ayurveda. That is the only place. So I agree, we need some more institutes to train our teachers, to train our researchers. But these programs are suffering from repetition of the material without proper practicing research. Sir, in Gujarat, that is the problem. Practicing researchers are not there in Gujarat, whereas you find in Kerala, Karnataka, West Bengal and other, Tamil Nadu and other places. So that is why I am telling you, there is no innovative methods. The examination, the evaluation methods, skills are criticized as obsolete. Research ethics and methods need to be more thorough to present day-to-day requirements. Sir, just relying on traditional methods may not give results and also may not compete with other systems of medicine which is grown to the world standards. Sir, the Ayurveda graduates are jobless today. They are not even able to practice this method of medicine in any part of the country, whether it is rural area or the urban area. The government must see how to, and they must also evaluate how to accommodate these Ayurveda graduates while preparing them, while releasing them as graduates every year. Sir, the graduates in government hospitals with Ayurveda division, there are lot of divisions in Ayurveda. Almost 80 to 90% of Ayurveda doctors practicing allopathy for their survival. They have no other go. Sir, in research area, how many papers are published has to be known. I wanted to ask the minister through you,
Right.
in PUB MET, how many papers are published and how many patents at international level has been given to Indian doctors who are making research all these years, and how many medicines are experimented in clinical trials. Sir, this was the right time. They should have tried with COVID patients, whether their Ayurveda medicine is going to work with COVID patients or not. But clinical trials were not being done in Ayurveda even at this point of time. Sir, that is why I am telling you, in India,
Please.
there are about 4,584 PG seats in 413 institutes and 413 institutes. Sir, Ayurveda is used in better way.
Hanumantaya ji, please
Sir, I am finishing in
conclude.
1 minute, sir, 1 minute. Just one example I wanted to give. Sir, the research was done in Ayurveda, particularly in Russia. The castor oil extract was taken. We use it just for our topical this thing. But in Russia, the extract was taken. It is 1 milligram for 1 kg. It was taken and used to spying the secret and also to kill the detractors by in Russia. We have not done such kind of research at all. So there are bioscience institutes who are doing research, but no coordination between Ayurveda researchers and that bioscience researchers. As our Indian Institute of Science and Gandhi Krishi Vignana Kendra, they are also doing research, but we have no coordination. No Ayurveda
Okay.
institute has coordination with this kind of national level important institutes like Indian Institute of Science.
Thank you.
So I request the government, this is a welcoming bill, but please see that this postgraduate research institute for teaching and research should be done along with clinical trials, particularly in Kerala, Karnataka, preferably Maharashtra and West Bengal. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.